I want to thank everybody for coming out to Coach Cooley's weekly press conference. Statesman getting a 35-30 win on the road in Livingston, Alabama against the University of West Alabama. The Tigers ranked 15th in the country on homecoming. Statesman able to spoil that with the 5-point win on the road. The West Alabama Statesman series of one-possession games continues. Since 2014, both of those teams have played to an 8-point or less margin every time out in that series. A couple of Statesman players to highlight. Dante Williams with 14 tackles eclipsed the 200 career tackle mark. Cole Kirk was named the Gulf South Conference Freshman of the Week for his efforts with 225 yards and a passing touchdown on 14 completions. And Defensive Player of the Week in the Gulf South Conference was Sherrod Page. He had 4 tackles, forced a fumble, and had an interception returned 33 yards for a touchdown that gave the Statesmen a double-digit lead to open the third quarter of play. So with that, we will invite up Statesman head coach Todd Cooley. He will make an opening statement about the game and then take any questions that you guys have as we do every week. Thanks so much for coming out.
Appreciate everybody being here. Obviously, extremely proud of how we stuck together, going through all that we've gone through this year. Finally, to score points in the red zone, score touchdowns in the red zone. Defense, cannot say enough about what they did at the end of the game and throughout the fourth quarter. Really proud of that football team, our football team. We beat a really good team. Really good football team on the road. We needed it, and we've got to try to build on this momentum now, and see if we can make it 2 in a row. And that's the whole focus right now moving forward. So really excited about obviously going and beating a ranked team on the road, a team that we have a lot of respect for, a team that we battle in recruiting with, a team that it's always close and it's always tough, and they've gotten us more than we've gotten them through the years, and it was just good to get that one Saturday night. So now we got to turn our focus to shorter, set the tone Monday, get back, practice this afternoon, and try to get another one for our homecoming this weekend.
The last few plays of the game, there was a lot of pressure. Some penalties were called, but y'all were able to survive. Talk about those last couple of minutes.
I didn't think they were ever going to end. It was tough. It was just kept fighting, man. Kept finding a way. That's all I can tell you. We just kept finding a way. Both teams were trying to win a football game. We'd lost 5 in a row, backs against the wall. Some kids might have given up. They didn't. Our kids kept fighting. So that's about all I can say about it. It was really just great effort to finish it.
Going into this week, just talk a little bit about Shorter and
Sure.
some things that make them tough.
Well, I think that everybody talks about Shorter, and they hadn't won a game in this league in a while, and blah blah blah. Shorter's doing a really good job. Quarterback's playing really well. He's gotten so much better from week 1 to right now. They got some weapons offensively, defensively. They move around. They got a couple of really good defensive backs. Their front is playing with a lot more confidence. They give you multiple looks. Special teams wise, forever they were leading the conference in kickoff coverage. Punter does a good job getting the ball out. They get touchbacks. So they're a good football team. They're a good football team. They're just in a tough league like we are, and they're going to beat somebody in this league. We don't want it to be us. But Coach Morrison does a great job over there. And those guys are better and get better every year. It seems like we play them. They're doing a really good job with that football program over there. They haven't gotten the results they want. And sometimes when you build something like he's trying to build it from the ground up, I know him and I know what he's doing. It takes time. And people are Shorter University. They've got a really good head football coach over there, and they've got a really good staff, and they're doing some really good things. We just don't want them to do them to us on Saturday.
Just looking at the schedule,
Uh-huh.
this game and the next week, MC are at home. Talk about that a little bit and how good it feels to kind of be back home, particularly.
It does. It feels good. We just got to play better at home. The last 2 times we played at home, we have not done well, and we need to play better at home. We're excited about homecoming, excited about bringing former statesmen back and people and friends and family to come in to watch us play. We just want to put our best foot forward and play well.
And now you've gotten a win after not for a while, but not only is it a win, it's a win against a really good team. I know it's only one and not two wins, but for the locker room and morale, is that more of a reassurance of we are who we thought we've been, and let's just, as you talked about it, finish the year as we know we are?
Yeah, I think so. I think it gave us a lot of confidence. It kind of let guys breathe a little bit and say, and really just sheer joy, man, just to go through everything that we've been going through. I mean, it's been tough, and we finally, it took great effort there at the end, and to do it that way, something this team's always going to remember, and that's what I talked to them about on Friday night. I got really pretty rough on them a couple of times and said, you guys are a good football team, but what are your memories right now? Your memories are going to be, to this point, are close defeats and, maybe some things that happen in the locker room or whatever, but y'all got a chance to make a memory tomorrow night. And that's what we talked about. We talked about just leaving it all out there. We talked about just leaving everything we had out there, and that's what I was so proud of them for, because they did that. I mean, they left everything out there. That was emotional. That was passionate. It was beautiful, and it wasn't pretty all the time, but it was beautiful, if that makes sense. It wasn't just the prettiest football. We didn't execute the way that we want to, but it was beautiful in the fact that effort and giving that much. That's something I'm never going to forget, is seeing those kids there at the end and seeing how that transpired. That was really fun.
And what are some of the, if there are any, bullet point goals the rest of the season? Win out, of course, is the best one to go over 500, but what are the goals and perspectives moving forward with these last 3 games?
Play for each other. It's all we've ever needed. That's enough ammunition for anybody, I think, if you truly care about somebody, is play for each other. I mean, yeah, statistic-wise, we can still have a winning season. We got a chance to win homecoming. We got a chance to get the bell back next week. We got a chance to go win in West Georgia. Those things are still out there, but we get a chance 3 more times to play for each other. That's all it's ever been about for me. So
the Cole and Sherrod were honored for their performance in that West Alabama game. Just talk about those awards for those.
That's big. That's big. Sherrod's a really good player, defensive player of the week. I think he's leading the league in interceptions. Just did what he's been doing. Made some plays. Great defensive effort. I think Cole was steady. Very steady. He made a mistake one time on protection, but he didn't miss a check. He did what we asked him to do. He was accurate with the football when he had protection. So I was glad that those 2 young men got rewarded right there. I was happy for Dante getting over 200 tackles. So I didn't know that till today. Appreciate that, Cody. It was good.
Throughout the course of the game, with the guys, was there any point like where, of course, I know sometimes when things are going on and sometimes it's call here or call there, how it didn't seem like that they dropped their head at any point.
Just play the next play. They kept working through it. It was tough. It was just a weird thing the way it kind of transpired. We ended up celebrating like 3 times. We thought we'd ended the game and we didn't. So we had to come back and get it done again. But that's what we said before we ever left the hotel, that it takes 4 hours or 6 hours or 4 quarters and 3 overtimes and whatever it takes. We're going to go back to Cleveland with a win. That was the goal. That was the mission. We accomplished the mission. So very proud of them. But like I said, man, college football, you're only as good as your next one. So we enjoyed it. 24 hours, it's over. It's on to the next one. It's on to shorter. That's just a tough. I want to come back in here next Monday and hopefully talk about a win next Monday. And it's like we said after the game, man, you know where we were. Let's don't go back there. Let's don't go back to where we were, because that was really 5 weeks of torture. Mental anguish, depression. We faced it all. So everybody else.
John Valesco wore 93.
Yeah.
Adrian Jenkins' number. I know the second time for him wearing that this year, an important number in your program. Talk about the way John has played to earn that jersey a second time this year, and very nearly last week it was the anniversary of being
right.
passed away.
Yeah, October 21st it was. Yeah. It's like it's yesterday, but hey, John Valesco is a number one, a great teammate, and becoming a great leader. he's a guy that just does everything the right way. Been really pleased with him, and his play is backing it up on the field because he's always prepared. So really excited about where he's at with that. And I was happy that he wore it, and he wore it with pride, and he honored Adrian very well with how he played Saturday.
This is kind of an open-ended question, but you made a comment how the last 2 times you played at home you didn't play well. You have 2 more chances to play at home. So for the Statesmen to give the community and themselves reassurance, whether it be game efficiency, high speed, or high passion, what are you looking to give the community in these next 2 home games?
Everything we got. I mean, what you just said, execution, good football, passion. We want to make our community and our campus proud. We always do. And we strive to do that. We fell short the last 2 times at home. We had leads in both those games. That's what really hurts, But hopefully we're past that point and kind of got over like you said earlier, got over that. And now it's time to finish out, and finish out strong. It's nearly November, and you need to be playing your best football this time of year. And that's what we're trying to do. Appreciate y'all very much. Thank you.